Hey, this is Eli, aka Devoted Day Trader. On this week's trading recap, I have decided for the month of March to take 2 trades per day. I will be going over my trades on. Today I traded JP Morgan and Zoom Zoom Video. On Monday I traded GILD, which was a 1% loser. On Tuesday I traded UNH, which was also a 1% loser. On Wednesday I traded BABA. I actually stopped and reversed, so that resulted in a 2% win for the day. On Thursday I traded AMU, Micron Technology, which I also stopped and reversed, which resulted in a 2% win on the day. And today I traded JP Morgan, which was a winner, which resulted in a 3% win. And then I traded ZM, which resulted in a 1% loss, because I'm keeping my reward to risk ratio 3-1, meaning I'm risking 1% in the hopes of making 3%. So on the week I netted a 5% return on my account. So let's get to the trades. On Monday I traded GILD, and GILD, it could have been a winner. So on Monday I only placed one trade because I wasn't sure if I just wanted to take only one trade for the month of March, like I did in February, or take 2 trades. So on Monday I took only one trade on GILD, and my premise was right. So I went long. I bought at 71.29, and I was pretty much stopped out. But after it stopped me out, it ran. So, but the mistake that I made on this day, although I had the right premise, my stop was too tight. I put my stop at the whole number of 71, which coincided with yesterday's high. This line right here is yesterday's high. So if my stop was just 1 penny short, I wouldn't have gotten stopped out, and I could have made my day on this day. But the reason why I was long biased on GILD was because we made a new 5-minute low right here. It failed, so the low one failed. The low 2 failed because we made a new 5-minute low, and then the low 3 failed. So the attempts to bring the stock down failed 3 times. So that's why I went long right here. But my stop was too tight, and I was stopped out. After it stopped me out, it shot up. So this was on Monday. On Tuesday, I traded a UNH, United Health, and on this one I was wrong. So the first low one, well, it kind of failed because it made a new 5-minute low right here, and it failed. So the low 2, so it made a new 5-minute low right here, and once I saw that the bears didn't make much progress, I went long, but I was stopped out. On this day it became a bear trend day where it just sold off the entire day. So on Monday and Tuesday I placed only one trade, and then I did some reflecting, and I realized that on the GILD trade, if I had made one more trade, I would have made my day. I would have made 2% on the day. On this, if I had flipped my position, I would have made 2% on the day. So I made an agreement with myself, especially since between last week, because last week I had 5 losing days in a row. After starting off the month pretty strong, I had 5 losing days in a row. This week I started off with 2 losses, so that means between the end of last month and the beginning of this month I had 7 losing days in a row. This is not psychologically easy. So I did some reflecting and realized that if I had given myself one more trade, I could have actually made 2% on a lot of those days. So I told myself, instead of taking only one trade for the month of March like I did in February, which I succeeded in, in taking only one trade per day. Yeah, it requires so much discipline and willpower to only limit yourself to only one trade, especially when you're kind of depending on your return on your performance for your livelihood to pay your bills with. So that required a lot of discipline and a lot of willpower, and I was pretty proud with the fact that I followed my rules for the entire month. In February, I only placed one trade. So I was gonna do it in March, but then I pretty much decided that I'm gonna do 2 trades for the month of March. 2 trades per trading day, and I will see how I'm gonna perform at the end of the month. So UNH was on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I traded BABA. So on BABA, I went short at 209.80 because it looked like the bulls didn't make much progress. So there are bulls who bought here because the stock made a new 5-minute high, but they did not make much progress, and then this bar closed on its low, so I went short with my stop here and I was stopped out. Once I realized that there were probably a lot of people who went short like I did, and they probably got stopped out, and now the market was going to continue moving higher, I flipped my position and went long, and I sold for a 3% profit at 211.88. So this was the trade on BABA. On the first short attempt, I lost 1%. I flipped my position and reached my 3-to-1 target. So I ended up making 2% on this day. On Thursday, I traded MU. This was also a stop and reverse situation where I flipped my position. So on MU, I went short here because the fact that we rejected the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. On the daily chart, it rejected the 20 EMA, which coincided with the whole number of 55. So I reasoned this was going to be a bear trend day, and I went short. But it did go in my direction for a little bit, but then I was stopped out for 1%. And then I realized that the people that went short here, they're probably covering and it's gonna move higher. So there are a lot of bears who are trapped. So I flipped my position, went long. My stop was kind of tight, and I reached my target right here. So I sold at 54.99 right before the whole number of 55. So on this day, I made 2% on the day. And so that was on Thursday. And today, Friday, March 6th, the first stock that I traded was JP and today, Friday, gapped down by about 5% or so. The first stock that I traded was along with the market, JP went gapped down by about 5% or so. Opened along strong with the market. So this is a bull spike. Went and then long. After a spike, usually there's a pullback. Opened and then there is strong channel. So this is a bull. It pulled back and then it made a spike, a new low right here, and then there is a channel. This new low didn't it pulled back. So people that went short here new on this new 5-minute low, they were probably trapped. So I anticipated the fact that these people were trapped. So I went short here on this new at 5-minute low. They were probably trapped. So 27. I anticipated with my stop right below. So I went long here at 102 entry bar 108 and it reached my target right here right below, and so I made 3% on this entry bar. So I contemplated not taking a second trade because I like the fact that I 3% already made 3% on I contemplated not taking a second trade on the day today, but I was watching 3% on where is it Zoom video, and I saw it selling off, but then I saw a inside and I saw it bar after this, but then sell off after this big bar. I like the fact that this bar after there is a tail on this bar, which means that there's some buying pressure, and then a bullish inside bar followed by another inside bar. So no new 5-minute low. It made a new 5-minute high. So there are people who went long here, and once I saw that this level was holding this price, I went long at 115, and I was hoping to get to my target was at 118 because I was risking $1 1%, and but I was stopped out. In fact, the slippage got me a bit. So yeah, I got stopped out, and so that was on a ZM. I was probably better off not taking this trade, but since I'm taking 2 trades per day for the month of March, I figured, let me take a stab at it. So these were the trades this week. I'm definitely liking just taking 2 trades per day because, if the first one doesn't work out, and then I could give myself another chance to make to end the day positive. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.